guys, it's Gabby here. I don't know, a lot of people seem to really like my reaction video of History of Trunks Abridged. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be another reaction video because, well, there's no more Team 4-star things that I can watch live for the first time. I mean, I guess I could do the gaming videos, but that's not very interesting. So, hey, while I've been thinking about Dragon Ball Z, I might as well just do a little vlog. I just had a whole bunch of random ideas about Dragon Ball Z in my head, and it'd be really interesting if you guys have similar opinions or if you just wanted to hear me. So what I was thinking of doing was my sort of prediction slash hope slash whatever things for Fukatsu no F, or as they're calling it now in English, Resurrection F. Yeah, sure. That's a pretty good title, I think. So I think I have finally worked it out. I think I have finally started thinking about these things as like a member of Toei Animation. Not as Akira Toriyama, but as a member of Toei Animation. And by that I mean, I'm trying to think about things in terms of a business perspective. Because, see, guys, I know you want to think that a lot of the time these are just like artistic, awesome things, but most of the time anime movies are driven by merchandise and sales. If you're going to make an anime movie, you need to put something in there, some sort of hook, and something that will get people to, first of all, to go to the movie theater, and second of all, to buy all the related merch. That's how anime works. It's so low budget, they need to get all the money on the merchandise. I know, right? That explains why anime is just why we have the 50-minute toy commercials, because that gets money. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a tangent there. So, I was just going to tell you about my predictions around Fukatsu no F, just based on thinking about, in a pure business perspective, what would get the most money. Although keep in mind, Akira Toriyama is working on it, so maybe he doesn't give a shit. Or maybe he didn't, and then Toei's like, well, we're not going to go and put this movie together if you don't have something worthwhile. So they're like, okay, sure. Anyway, first of all, just random note. I've worked out why Gohan goes Super Saiyan in Resurrection F. Do you want to know why? I worked it out. I just worked it out a few days ago, and I feel like a total genius for working. Okay, so basically, the reason why Gohan is a Super Saiyan is because they need a Super Saiyan in this movie. The Super Saiyan transformation is just too iconic. It's basically the first thing people think of when they think of Dragon Ball Z. But Goku and Vegeta, from what we can tell, neither of them are going to be Super Saiyans in this movie. Goku, because he absorbed the God form, I still don't fully understand that, but that's what happens. He absorbed the God form, so now he doesn't need to go Super Saiyan. And Vegeta, well, I'm not exactly sure why he hasn't transformed, but he hasn't done it in the trailers. If he was going to transform into a Super Saiyan, it would have been in the trailers, but it isn't. Every time we've seen Vegeta, he's just been in base form. So, the problem is they need a Super Saiyan, but they can't use Goku and Vegeta. So why don't they just use Goten and Trunks? Well, Frieza is coming back. Frieza. This isn't just Majin Buu coming back. This is Frieza. They're sort of regressing in terms of character. Not in terms of character development or in terms of power level. Just think about the poster. There are 5 people on the poster, besides Beerus and Whis and all the original characters and Frieza. The 5 protagonists on the poster are Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin. That's the 5 people who fought Frieza on Namek. The poster basically evokes, we're going back to Namek. Not literally, of course. So they're going back to Namek. If they're going, at least in terms of just characters, that's why there are humans there, that's why Gohan has his bowl cut, that's why Krillin is bald. It makes sense, right? So they can't put Goten and Trunks in. Well, they could, but it would sort of ruin the whole tone of the let's go back to an earlier time of Dragon Ball Z, where, there weren't even that many Super Saiyans, right? There was one, and that was Goku at the end of Namek. So, I think that's my reason why Goten and Trunks aren't in the film. It's kind of stupid, I know, but I don't know. I mean, it sort of makes sense, and let's be honest, if you really think about it, Goten and Trunks, since their introduction, they have had a really major role in almost every single movie that came out. So having them set this one out, I think isn't that bad. Let's be honest. If they were going to come in, what would they do? I mean, they'd fight off some of Frieza's army, I guess, and maybe they'd fuse, and then Gotenks would do something silly. And Gotenks just doesn't really fit in the kind of tone they're trying to put in for this film. Right, so back on board. So, Goku and Vegeta not going Super Saiyan. Goten and Trunks, we're probably not going to put them in the movie. Also, it's the same reason why Majin Buu wasn't in the movie. Apparently, he's just busy sleeping. Sure, whatever. I mean, Majin Buu, the whole point is like no one understands his biology, so yeah, makes sense. So we need a Super Saiyan. So I'm assuming someone's just like, well, why don't we just use Gohan? Someone's like, wait, I thought that Gohan doesn't go Super Saiyan anymore. I mean, wasn't that the reason we got in trouble last time? We were going to do that in Battle of Gods, and then they're like, no, Gohan can't go Super Saiyan. Oh, hey, Akira Toriyama's working on this. Why don't we just come up with an explanation as to why he can transform now? Yeah, sure, why not? And then we can sell merchandise of Super Saiyans and get lots and lots of money. I mean, that's why in all the, have you noticed in all the pictures, a picture of Gohan going Super Saiyan is like one of the top, like, sort of pictures to advertise it, of like the screenshots? I mean, why would they do that unless that was like a selling point? Gohan is going to go Super Saiyan. I mean, he's also probably going to get wrecked, but whatever. I guess I'm going a bit of a tangent now. Well, I've been going on a tangent for like 7 minutes or so. But basically, that's one thing I've realized. Jaco, the Galactic Patrolman, he is going to be here. And one of my predictions for him, he's just going to be comic relief. Don't worry about him. He is not going to be very relevant. He's just going to be there for comic relief. No, see, really, the question everyone is asking in Resurrection F is, who is going to defeat Frieza? Will it be Goku? Will it be Vegeta? Or will it be both of them? Really, those are the only 3 ways it can end. A lot of people want Vegeta to finish him off. And I understand that. Vegeta never got a chance to get revenge for his people. It's great. But let's just say if that does happen, I feel like we'll need to explore Vegeta's character at least a little bit more. Get some more insight into their relationship and get more insight into Vegeta and how he's changed. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, let's put it this way. A little prediction if you guys are watching the film. If there is a lot of stuff talking about Vegeta and his relationship to Frieza, it probably means Vegeta might finish him off. Of course, there's the question of how is Vegeta going to finish him off? I mean, look, Golden Frieza! Golden Frieza, I can't believe it's called that. Golden Frieza is beating Goku. What are we going to do? Is Vegeta going to go Super Saiyan God? Honestly, I feel like Vegeta is going to get a power-up, and my prediction is it's going to have something to do with Bulma again. Okay, I know that sounds a bit stupid, and that's what happened in Battle of Gods, but just hear me out. First of all, Bulma has a redesign. Second of all, says Bulma's going to show up to the battle. Why would Bulma be there? Why would Bulma be there if she's not motivation for Vegeta? I know that sounds almost kind of sexist, but honestly, that's the truth of the matter. If someone like Bulma is going to be in a Dragon Ball Z movie, she is only going to be there as motivation for her husband. And it's kind of sad, but it's the truth, and I'm definitely used to that. I know that's what it's always been like, and it's still going to be like that. Although, in all honesty, now that I'm thinking about it, besides Vegeta might be the one to take on Frieza, and Gohan is going to be a Super Saiyan because Goten and Trunks aren't there, there really aren't any more, like, major predictions that I'm actually thinking about. There's going to be a lot of minor stuff. Like, we know already there's going to be a moment between Krillin and 18, and we know that the humans are going to kick ass for at least, 2 minutes before they have to inevitably decide, oh no, we can't do this without Goku or Vegeta. We'd better wait for them now. But besides that, honestly, that's basically all my predictions. I guess it's just because now we're so close to the movie, there is a lot of information has been revealed. And maybe if I did this 6 months ago, it probably would have been more predictions and it probably would have gotten a lot more out there. But now we've gotten to the point that the movie's so close that there's really nothing more to predict. It's just who's going to get the power-up and who's going to defeat the main villain. Perhaps I've been taking an overly cynical view to this with this whole business perspective, and if you guys didn't like that, I sort of apologize for ruining your childhoods. It's just, when you think like that, it makes these movies a lot easier to understand. What's going to happen? When is it going to happen? And more importantly, why is it going to happen? Unfortunately, in something like this, in a major cash cow like this, the why is just because we want to sell more merchandise. Woohoo! So yeah, I guess they were pretty much all of my predictions for Fukkatsu no F. Oh, sorry, I keep calling it that. It's Resurrection F now. There was just a lot of train of thoughts in there, a lot of it wasn't really predictions in the first place, but yeah, that was basically just the thing I just wanted to talk about. The new movie, what's it going to be like, and more importantly, well, the most important thing for Toei Animation, why are they making it, and how is that going to affect how the movie will progress. So hopefully you guys got something out of it. I mean, I think I got a bit out of this. I got a bit out of this by thinking about it, and hopefully now you guys sort of understand a bit more how the anime industry works. And who knows, maybe I might do more vlogs like this. It really just depends on whether you guys like it or not. If you do, just, put a comment on. If you don't, honestly, also put a comment on. I don't care if you're being constructive. If you don't like the way this happens, then sure, I won't do it. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. So, bye guys!